New year, new Greater Toronto Area and Hamilton Burlington real estate housing market. To summarize the GTA's housing market experience in 2024 in one word, it was transitionary. And what does that mean? That means that the market conditions we experienced in 2024 is temporary, a brief duration of a calmer, balanced, somewhat more of a buyer's market condition as annual sales were up significantly compared to 2023 and new listings were up significantly year over year since 2023. And buyers benefited from substantial negotiating power on price, especially in the condominium apartment market, and average selling prices in 2024 dipped comparison to 2023 as a result. Note that in 2023, the market was very slow, almost came to a complete halt that resulted in membership drops in the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, meaning a lot of realtors quit the business. Announcements were made in 2024 about the largest real estate board in Canada dropped by 8% from December 2023 to January 2024, which was the steepest fall since 1991. Factors that contributed to the decline in agents included the slow housing market, the new trestle rules that changed how agents make money, and the exodus of realtors from Ontario at the end of the ultra-low interest rates. And the fact that 90% of realtors give up within 5 years of being in the business, basically a half a real estate cycle. As the real estate market is cyclical, usually follows the same trend. So if you look at a 10-year trend, you'll see a seller's market that typically lasts 3 years, and then a correction balancing out the market, and then it's a buyer's market that typically lasts 3 years. And then it starts to climb back up into a seller's market and so on and so forth. And if we are in a buyer's market, we'll know this by the slowdown in sales. Listings have longer days on the market, bringing inventory levels up, bringing prices down. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that these market indicators, and you'll know what it does and that it doesn't last very long. And I also hate to burst the bubble, but the bubble doesn't burst in the real estate market. It deflates and then it inflates. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash in the comments just by saying that, but that is just my 20 plus years of experience in the real estate housing market, and it's just my humble opinion. Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking. My name is Allia Akkad. I am an active Toronto real estate agent servicing the Greater Toronto Area west to Etobicoke, Mississauga, Oakville, all the way west to Burlington and Hamilton, and sometimes the Niagara region as well. I post a market update video every single month, and if you find this content helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to never miss another market update video. Now, back to the Toronto real estate market, and in this video, I do go over the Hamilton-Burlington market, and so you gotta keep watching until the end. Borrowing costs were top of mind for home buyers in 2024. High interest rate presented significant affordability hurdles and kept home sales well below the norm. The housing market did benefit from these substantial rate cuts in the second half of the year, including the 2 large back-to-back reductions, and all else being equal, further rate cuts in 2025 and home prices remaining below the historic peak should result in an improved market condition over the next 12 months in 2025. Sellers and buyers are both anticipating a hot seller's market this spring. Thus, sellers are waiting on the sidelines to list their homes soon ahead of the spring market. And this will drive up inventory, balancing the market, and providing buyers who are also been sitting on the sidelines a lot more choice. In 2024, the annual home sales amounted to 67,610 homes, which is up by 2.6% from the 65,877 home sales in 2023. New listings were up by a greater annual rate at 116,121. It's a whopping 16.4% increase. Listings increased by a greater rate than sales provided buyers with a considerable amount of choice, which effectively kept a ceiling on the widespread price growth. The average selling price for all home types combined was $1,116,000 in 2024, representing a decline of 1% compared to 2023, where the average price was $1,126,263. Market conditions varied by market segments in 2024. Sales of single-family homes, including detached homes, increased last year, whereas condo apartment sales were down. Many would-be first-time buyers remained on the sidelines, anticipating more interest rate relief in 2025, and the lack of first-time home buyers did impact the less expensive condo segments more so than the single-family segments. The GHTA home sales amounted to 3,359 sales in December 2024, which was down significantly from December of 2023, and new listings were up at the same period, continuing the trend of a well-supplied market. So December 2023 sales were up as everyone was anticipating interest rate cuts and prices to go up. But we can see that in 2024, that didn't actually happen. Therefore, in December 2024, sales were actually down. Not going to say anything, but sales were still good in December 2024. A lot of buyers did come back, and they are anticipating price increases in 2025. So they did get some deals in December and also January right now. Good time to catch these real estate deals before everyone goes crazy in the spring. The MLS Home Price Index was up by less than 1% year over year in December, bringing up the average price to $1,067,186. That being said, the market is steady as she goes, but with all this anticipation that the spring market is the time to sell, will that spur up another spring market? Remember, the peak of the hot sellers market we experienced during the pandemic was 3 springs ago in 2022. And there is typically a 3-year cycle. So in my professional experience, the answer is no. This spring will not be a hot seller's market. Maybe the spring after that, and then maybe the spring after that will be a peak. Time will tell, and I will 100% keep you posted. Just make sure you subscribe, and I'll continuously post videos on what the market is doing. Now on to the west end of the GTA, this wonderful place called Hamilton, Burlington, where we were taken by surprise. Despite improved activity in the later part of the year due to the interest rate drops, Hamilton reported sales activity that was compared to levels we've seen in 2023, where a lot of agents quit the business due to inactivity. Slower sales were met with gains in new listings. In raising new listings compared to sales caused inventory to improve, and as we all know, improved supply choice weighted on home prices. However, the annual decline of nearly 1% was far less than the declines reported in 2023, and prices are still much higher than what we've had pre-pandemic in the Hamilton area. Hamilton's average home price is sitting at $782,661, which is up by 3.6% year over year. We are currently at a 6.4 month supply, and the average day on the market is sitting in the 50 to 55 days on the market, which are key indicators of a buyer's market. In another video, I made mention of a formula of how many days on the market equals what percentage of asking price and sale price decrease that we see. So there is actually a scientific formula to figure out how many days on the market and how much you can ask, asking price and decrease. Basically how much you can haggle. And for you buyers out there who are looking for a deal, reach out, I'll give you that formula. And in Burlington, sales in 2024 were similar to last year's levels, which are still well below long-term trends for the area. At the same time, new listings rose through most of the year, drawing inventories higher, and raising inventories compared to sales also caused the months of supply to increase over last year's levels. However, Burlington did not face the same level of oversupply as the other areas in the region, which prevented any significant changes in home prices this year compared to last year. Burlington's average sale price is sitting at $949,656, which is down by 9.5% year over year, and 4.2% months of supply, and a 45 average days on market. So it's slow, not as slow as Hamilton. All property types in Burlington reported sales below long-term trends. However, if you own a semi-detached or a row-style home, there are some gains in these types of homes compared to last year. So if you own a semi-detached or row-style townhome in Burlington and you're thinking about selling, there is profit to be had in these segments. So is it time to upsize for you? Reach out, I'll let you know. So there you have it. That is the January market update. We did a summary of what happened last year and what our predictions are for 2025. Be sure to subscribe, as this year in 2025, we're looking at a very interesting market with all these predictions. Is it going to be a seller's market? Is it going to stay a buyer's market? Is the market going to crash due to all this political uncertainty? Well, stay tuned, stay connected, and as always, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And if you're interested in selling or buying real estate in our ever-changing real estate market that we all know and love, I'll be happy to be your agent and secure you a home in 2025. My contact information is below, and thanks for watching.